Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. So, reviewing this fella today from the Matlock Wolds farm. It's their 100cc handcrafted ales. Using traditional methods, striving for character and innovation, using the finest available malt and hops. I got it in a beer hall from adventurebeer.com. which is a Nottingham-based company that go around collecting beers from Nottinghamshire, Lincolnshire, Derby and Leicestershire breweries, and free delivery within a certain radius, mainly in Nottinghamshire, parts of Derby, parts of Leicester, and a bit more of a price for delivery nationwide. But if you want beers that you can't get anywhere else, maybe it's, sometimes it's worth paying out for these things if you want to try something from another area. So there we go, there's the bottle. Not quite so gold pour, off-white, slightly off-white head. It says here 4.9%, an American pale ale brewed using Maris Otter barley and dark crystal malt. The beer is hopped up using the three C's. Chinook, Cascade and Citra. Chinook gives an intense bitterness. Chinook gives an intense bitterness. Cascades as floral and fruity flavours. And Citra is used after the end of the boil to give a characteristic tropical fruit aroma. The dark crystal malts add some rich caramel flavour to complement this. Definitely getting the caramel on the nose, that's for sure. And a hint of fruitiness in there as well. Can't beat a bit of fruitiness, can you? So I've just been pricking out hundreds of bloody seedlings, and I'm getting to the stage where I'm nearly run out of pots. Oh yeah. Does give you a whop at the end in the bitterness. Oh. First beer from these fellas. Can't say I don't know anything about them, so let's have a look at the website. Menu. Home. So, Brewery, the first and still best in Matlock. The Matlock Wolds Farm Brewery's family-run business opened in 2014, having started by supplying a few bottles to the local newsagents. Fair play. We now supply many places in the Derbyshire Dales and the wider Peak District. Should you visit us for any reason, please don't drop in on spec. Arrange this by phoning or emailing first. And they do seven beers that they brew all the time. Perfectly placed for customers across Derbyshire, Nottinghamshire and South Yorkshire. So in the northern slopes of the Derwent Valley. So Matlock's about half an hour away from me. Yeah, but lovely. When the channel gets bigger, it'd be lovely to go around breweries and do that, and ask questions, do like brewery tours. I'm well up for that. And just highlighting breweries, because obviously, like I say, other YouTube people, take Theme Park Worldwide for example, this year he's gone round a tour of Britain, probably because he don't want to go abroad and have to spend 2 weeks in isolation. And he's showcasing theme parks I've never heard of before, and some that he's never been to before. One in Aberdeen yesterday, and it's good to share it, the wealth. If you get to a stage where you're a popular figure, sharing that wealth out, highlighting breweries. I mean, I had never heard of this brewery until I got the beer from Adventure Beer. So I have gratitude towards Adventure Beer for showcasing breweries that I've never heard of. And it's the same all around the country. There's thousands of breweries now, and a fair play to each and every one of them. Definitely get that fruity start, and then you get the twang at the end. Just letting it wash over my palate. Oh. It's funny, when you're in a good mood, your energy levels are unbelievable. Me, I'm working solid all day long, and I do not feel one bloody bit tired. And even now, I'm still doing stuff in the garden there. And obviously, winter's coming up, so that'll be paid to a lot of that in the winter months. I might do a bit of a project in here and try and maybe put an extension of the beer wall, or make it so I can get these beer barrels up. So I want to go to Tesco's this week and see what new beers have come out, see how much it's going to cost me. But then I also want to start doing some home brewing. I'm going to do some juice wine kits. I'm going to go and buy, eventually buy some other wine, proper wine kits. Probably a couple of reds, because I'm the only one who drinks anyway. So their other beers are this one, obviously. Apogee is a 3.8% American Pale Ale. The Bitter End is a 3.4% English Bitter. Classic Porter is a 4.9%. High Tor is an American Pale Ale, 4%. Ryber Gold is a 4.3% Golden Ale. Simcoe is a 3.8% an American Pale Ale. So it's turned out easy in the end. Maybe it's bottle conditioned. Doesn't bother me anyway. So it says here, this round-bodied, light-bodied chestnut ale has a malty aroma complemented by orange and pine. Lots of citrus flavours with coriander and a light bitter ending. Go on then. Take it steady and drink responsibly. I don't know about the drinking responsibly. I don't do that any day. I'm trying to be good at the moment, obviously. After the Sunday night and the bollocking. Definitely getting the pine. Not so much about the orange at the moment. Coriander. There is a hint of coriander. And definitely got the bitter ending. Ooh. So, as you know with beers, as you know with any drink, once your palate is used to it, it becomes sometimes more intense, and the intensity has gone up a bit. Now it's washed over my palate. The pine is certainly coming to the front now. Good challenging beer, interesting. Because obviously, let's be fair, there's a lot of bland out there. There's a lot that you don't get anything from it. But this is one of them beers that does, it challenges you, you know, it's interesting. And it's going down nicely. Although I can't have any more, because I've got to go out with the wife to the bloody petrol station. Ooh. So now it has got in, I've got a hint of orange then, but the pine and the bitterness at the end are really kicking in. Whew. It's got some poke to it, I'll say that about it. One of these days when we have a drive out, I mustn't have a nip up and have a nosy. Like I say, you know, the interest for me, doing beer reviews is interesting anyway, because it's nice to, it's a great way of being able to try beers and not getting a bollocking. If she knew how many beers I'd actually drank, she wouldn't be so happy, but it's the late night spirits and wines that kill it. The beers don't go get drunk on the beers really. Although I've got one behind me that I may get drunk on soon. As soon as YouTube sort their bloody thing out. Oh, very good. So, good beer. Tastes stronger than the 4.9%. It is 4.9, yeah. It's funny how on certain colours you can read it perfect, and in other colours there's a real struggle. But this light don't help. So, not quite the chestnut ale, unless chestnut's different to me, you know, but still. Good beer, challenging taste, nice aroma. And got some poke to it. A beer that will leave an impression on you. I can't remember how much I paid for it from Adventure Beer. I would presume somewhere around the £3 mark. It's, you know, it's standard pricing, isn't it, these days? You don't get shop prices when you buy from breweries. Remembering the fact that breweries sell to shops 100,000 bottles at a time probably. So you buying one bottle, you're going to get it at the price that one bottle, you know, deserves. It's a wasp in here. So, yeah, good taste, good aroma, good challenging beer. He wants to pee off. Out of 5. For me, about 4.2 out of 5. Yeah, decent beer. And my first fun, that Brewery. On the back it says Matlock Brewing Company Limited. But it's on the front, it's Matlock Wolds Farm, so... We'll go with the Matlock Wolds Farm. But yeah, very nice. And that's it for this beer review. Thank you for watching, and see you soon. Cheers.